Alright, we're ready for the best of 5. Before we get this started, yeah. Oh, I've got to... Hold on. Got to write their names on the screen, because that's a thing that I do. Sharrieff's name is so hard to spell. AyyJay's is not. Thank goodness. Oh dear. Oh no, the score isn't 1-3. Ah, sorry, the production values all falling to pieces. My bad. Yes, we made it. There we go. It's gonna be... Oh, it's a bot game. I'm an idiot. Oh, we're so close. I was like racing through the start there. I was like trying really hard to get everything done in time. I was like, right. I've got the names on the screen. I've changed the score to 0-0. We've made sure we're actually on the wrong server. We're about to queue into Europe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on? I didn't choose Europe. Why is it Europe? I'm sure that it was set to US East. I'm sure that it was set to US East. Hold on. I did not have it on EU, did I? That I beamed the bots, I will admit. I beamed the bots, but I'm pretty sure that I had US East selected. Maybe I'm an idiot. Sorry guys. Score isn't aligned. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Right, wait, watch this. Snap it to the bottom. Bam. There we go. Aligned. Close enough. We're pretty good. Whew! How does he do it? Anyway, we've got Twitch.tv. Wait, Rumble is on. Why is Rumble on? What is going on? What is wrong with me? Who hired this man? Who hired this idiot?
Live.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Nobody caught that. Nobody told me Rumble was on. Listen. What is happening? How am I so useless? Let's play on Wasteland. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Bits and bits and
nobody
bits
noticed
and
the
bits
Rumble.
And bits and bits and bits. This is Super Macalo HD 123 decillion 100.
Waka RL, is that if you rebranded from Super Macaholo? Dude, you didn't use charity. You didn't use charity for cheering. Change the title. The title should be correct. Plus my mod can do that. My mod can handle that. Right. Did I get it right this time? We've got double virtual server, so that's going to be a lot of fun. AyyJayy coming back on stream. We all know AyyJayy, of course. Very, very, common name to the stream at this point and to YouTube. But Sharrieff still pretty new. This is his first Showmatch on stream, although it's not his first time on stream because, of course, he played in the 12 Titans and he had a pretty cool run. Oh, he's back in the Dominus. That's really interesting. I've been watching his stream a little bit because he's a really cool guy. I'm so happy that we found him through the 12 Titans and that he's had a chance to... Oh my goodness, to miss this open net by a country mile. How can he put it in? Yes, he can. Wow. Mate, that was a miss of epic proportions. But he managed to get it just in time on the second attempt past AyyJayy, who was probably thinking, right, he scored that, let me just run away into the corner. Wait a minute, he missed somehow. But yeah, for anybody who doesn't know Sharrieff, be sure to check out my YouTube video that I put up today from 12 Titans, and also be sure to check out the YouTube video that goes up tomorrow and Saturday from the NA 12 Titans qualifier, because Sharrieff, he had a great run there, and it was huge. It was pretty much huge upsets all the way, crazy games all the way, best of 1 all the way. So we're going to wait and see if he can play a series as well. He's like, obviously he's good at best of 1s.
You better disappear.
I'm going to catch up on all these alerts after the match is over, because I have no idea what all these are about. But I can already tell you from just seeing 3 games of Sharrieff's 1v1 play on my stream before this one, that his playstyle is exceptionally unorthodox. He challenges probably at a different time, or he's got different challenge timing and different challenge approach than anyone else I've seen. And he makes it work. Like when I saw him first play, I thought this is not going to work. I didn't think he was going to beat Killerican, and of course he did. That was up on YouTube today for people who come from YouTube. Hopefully you didn't watch that already, or else it's spoiled. But I mean, you should already know that my live stream will contain spoilers. There we go. Hashtag charity. It did work. So yeah, hashtag charity is still on.
Hashtag charity.
Be sure to use hashtag charity if you cheer. To give that money to the charity as well. It's Twitch's little thing that they've got going on. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to talk about when it comes to Sharrieff, because he plays Dominus in 1v1, from what I can see. But he plays Octane in 3v3. So that's very interesting, because most players who would play Dominus in 3v3 would play Octane in 1s back in the day. That's a more common thing to do. Nice half flip to recover. And it's Sharrieff who's been the more dominant player so far against AyyJayy, who I really thought was going to be the favorite here in a series. But it's just Sharrieff all the way. This guy might just be a Showmatch monster, because he is right back in his 12 Titans farm, bullying AyyJayy 6 shots to 1 and 3 goals to 1 in the first minute and a half. And this is against AyyJayy, who has, you know, been one of the most successful NA players in recent time, but he's really struggling against Sharrieff's unorthodox style, who really refuses to back down when he's in attack. He just refuses to stop attacking, sometimes to a fault, as we're seeing right now. Might have been a little bit too aggro there, feeling a little bit too hyphy after hitting the crossbar and demoing AyyJayy. But I don't know how he does it, honestly. I'm going to have to pay more attention to his play. We're going to probably have the camera on Sharrieff for the most part here, because he is the newer player. And I want to learn about his playstyle, see what he's doing that other players don't. That's an interesting ceiling shot from AyyJayy. Manages to scoop it quite high, but not get that much power on it. Sharrieff playing very, very safe here. Doesn't want to let the ball center. Cheeky little wave dash to close the distance. Waiting for that boost to spawn. It's not going to be up for a while though. Don't know if it is even up now. Yeah, it's up now. But he was definitely a bit late. Good steal in AyyJay's corner though.
Have you ever been so hard that you
what on earth are you guys doing? Well, I'll try it. We'll try and power through this one. Another boost miss from Sharrieff in the back corner, but he's still got the possession of the ball. Good recovery, avoiding getting tripped up by AyyJayy. What on earth is this? I'm skipping it. This is just like, no. So we're not listening to that one. That is just ridiculous. But AyyJayy seems to have stabilized a little bit, and he should be able to tie the game here. Yes, he will.
I will be your caster today.
Sharrieff's going to be like kicking himself quite a little bit, because he could have been 4-1 up, or at least he could have been 3-1 up on pressuring, but he went really all in for the 4th goal. That's what has enabled AyyJayy to get that, you know, his 2nd goal, and then sort of stabilizing this match. But again, he's just in that awkward position, and AyyJayy isn't able to deal with this successfully. If you look at AyyJayy here, he's just trying to get the ball across his box, but Sharrieff is there the entire time, ready to collect it if he does mess up. And of course, this time he did mess up. That is an unforced error by AyyJayy, but Sharrieff's presence is sort of bringing these mistakes out of him. And that's the play style that he was using in the 12 Titans, just not backing down, where you'd really expect him to back down. Did he double touch that? Probably by accident if he did, but you know, he's making some good work with low boost so far this game, is Sharrieff, who I have to give his stream one more shout out. If anybody's not checked out his stream, be sure to go by, give him a follow and give him some love, because he's probably the most wholesome guy in the entire Rocket League community. I'm so glad that he had a run in the 12 Titans like he did, just so that we were all able to find him and you know, share that experience with him. It was really quite special. It's one of the coolest things I've at least seen in Rocket League to date. He's managed to get his lead back. AyyJayy, not much to say when Sharrieff is on the ball. He's certainly going to have to step up his game, because Sharrieff is looking like the smarter of the two players at the moment. And the Dominus, again, I'm so curious to see Dominus 1v1 from someone who plays Octane 3v3. That to me is just so strange. I don't know if that's something he does all the time, but certainly when I've seen him play once, he's doing the Dominus ones. Good fake there by AyyJayy though, to close the gap to 1. And now we have a very interesting final minute ahead of us. Even though AyyJayy is struggling in this opening game, I think he's probably still the favorite for this series. The one thing I will say though is that you can never count Sharrieff out, even if he's down by a ton of goals with hardly any minutes or seconds left in a match. You know that he's going to be able to come back if he plays well. We are all tied up though, 46 seconds to go, and AyyJayy has managed to close that gap. Sharrieff should be able to gain control of this. Oh no, AyyJayy had more boost, so he was able to sneak a shot in. Sharrieff next in with the attack, misses his bounce dribble startup. AyyJayy was backing off with a fake challenge. Very, very close shadowing by AyyJayy, kind of preventing Sharrieff from getting the space that he wanted. That's a decent shot. Again, shooting at the near post just to try and make sure that AyyJayy doesn't have momentum when he saves it. That is what enables Sharrieff to get the boost steal afterwards. So he's playing very smart with his pressure. But now it's AyyJayy's turn, and he's going to do the exact same thing. Sharrieff trying to get distance on this clear to give himself time to pick up boost, but I don't know if he's going to have time to get a big pad. He will actually, but here comes AyyJayy off the ceiling, gets the flip reset, loops around, and he can't get the second touch. Sharrieff was completely taken out of the game, though. Oh, that's a missed kickoff by AyyJayy. Good recovery, though. He was really close to whiffing that one completely after he didn't make contact, or didn't hit his second jump input the way he wanted to. Will he be able to shoot this on target? Yes, he will, but it's so slow. Sharrieff is flailing, and AyyJayy loops back around, puts it on target. And we do have game one for AyyJayy. Sharrieff pre-jumping across the goal there, has no boost left to recover, and AyyJayy does take the game. A little bit fortunate with how that one landed at the end there, but it did go to who I think is the favorite in this series. If this was best of one, I'm sure I'd give it to Sharrieff. He, my chair is partly visible. Oh no, sorry guys. Wait. Oh well. I mean, I guess I've got a ghost chair today. Maybe. Guess we've got a ghost chair. Not much we can do about that. I could turn my light on. I guess maybe that'll. Wait. Well, does this help? Tell me if this fixes the ghost chair. I don't know if it did. Change the map? I don't know. This map's cool. I like the new Wasteland. I think the Wasteland aesthetic is really cool. It's a really nice graphic. AyyJayy on the orange team now. Let me just put the volume up a little bit. I think we need a little bit more game sound. Hopefully this isn't too loud. And he's gone for another ceiling shot. This time Sharrieff does challenge early, and I do have to say that in a 1v1 setting, ceiling shots, or at least defending ceiling shots, has not yet been figured out in Rocket League. There has not yet been a consistent way discovered by anyone in the world to defend ceiling shots. That's a great half flip challenge from Sharrieff, though, to avoid getting faked by AyyJayy. Nah, we're not changing the map. This map's great. I love this map. But in 3v3, I'll talk about ceiling shots a little bit more. In 3v3, you kind of need two people to defend a good ceiling shot, because you need one person, obviously, to throw themselves at the ball nice and early, make sure that the shot doesn't get hit uncontested, and then, of course, you need someone else in the goal line to intercept a really, really early shot that would go over the top of the challenge. So that's how you defend in threes. You send one person super early to just fly out the ball and ignore the person who's doing the ceiling shot. Like, just basically don't get faked. And then you have someone else back. In 1v1, you don't have that luxury. So as people get better, as players get better at ones, ceiling shots get more viable. Look at that from AyyJayy, though. Dunk at the end of the two-touch air dribble. Pops it once, pops it again. Little bit of a 360, another touch, and a dunk on Sharrieff, who was trying his best to squeeze that one into the crossbar. But AyyJayy is starting off really, really well here. Sharrieff, we can never give up on him, though. I know he certainly won't give up. I was so impressed listening back to his stream of his 12 Titans journey. I have actually watched his entire VOD of that run, because some of the matches that he played, of course, were not streamed by me, so I got to see those for myself for the first time. And I also really enjoyed watching his POV of the matches that I did cast, because they were such great games. Roasting. But he, you know, when he's down, he goes through a very interesting process. It was a consistent process as well. He did it every time that he was losing by a considerable margin in that tournament. And what he would do is, first of all, calm himself down and say, okay, I'm getting a little bit carried away here, need to calm down. And then after calming himself down, he seemed to do a lot better. And he was very very honest with his mistakes. He was never complaining about luck, and if you realize that he's complaining about luck, he would immediately shut down that thought process and say, oh yeah, that's unlucky, but yeah, it's okay, I've got this. You know, he would try and get that out of his mind immediately. So he's very, like, if you want to learn about 1v1 mentality, I would say go check that VOD, because that is what I would attribute his 12 Titans run to. It was just his superior mentality to anyone else in that tournament. It really was very impressive, even though I think mechanically and strategically there are things he could improve on. I think that his 1v1 game has lots of things that could be worked on, and it was certainly his just refusal to give up and his self-belief, his confidence that was able to carry him there. This is a really interesting play, and this pinch at the far post to put it in. Not off the ground this time as he did in the grand finals of the 12 Titans. Mind game because he has no boost, and then just manages to squeeze it in with the air roll shot. Certainly has air roll shots figured out pretty well. That was really well played. AyyJayy willing to sit back. So far, he feels that Sharrieff's offense is something that he can deal with reactively, and I can see why he would think that based on what has happened so far. He's probably looking at the goals that Sharrieff has scored and thinking, I could have done better there. I don't really need to change my defensive strategy yet. Beautiful recovery. That was brilliantly done by AyyJayy off the back wall, and he's going to get a goal out of it. That is an expert play from the man who was set to be 2 goals down if he didn't contest this early, which he did. What a recovery on the back wall, and flying off upside down to get the contest on Sharrieff's follow-up. Sharrieff might be able to snipe this. No, he can't actually snipe this. Sharrieff's not feeling anywhere near as nervous right now as he did when he was playing at 12 Titans, but this man will want this. He'll want this really badly. He's someone who I'm sure will never give up, never surrender. And here he is again, looking for a good 50-50, but AyyJayy has won the mental battle. But oh no, he's flipped straight onto the ball with the belly of his car. Bit of a misplay by AyyJayy. I think that was certainly a scoreable open net. And now Sharrieff is going to get the punish. And we've had a couple of 2-goal misses this game. And I'm calling it a 2-goal miss because we have these situations arising which should be converted the majority of the time, but then they're not getting converted and the other player scores. That's what I consider a 2-goal miss. Great hit by Sharrieff there. Easy outplay to the side. Air rolling unnecessarily and almost puts that wide. I think he's still practicing his air roll shots on pretty much every hit here because there's no need to air roll in this. It's just an easy front flip shot, but he's just wanting to work those air roll mechanics and nearly puts it into the post. So perhaps needs to be a little bit careful on his execution on these open nets. Just make sure to get it straight down the middle with power. Again though, Sharrieff with a 2-goal lead. Getting towards the final end of the game. Going to be cut in half though. 5-4 is the score. The exact same 2-goal lead it was. 5-3 was the same score that Sharrieff led by in the previous game, interestingly enough. And it has been AyyJayy who has been more willing to take that ball up the sidewall when he has the chance to go for a ceiling play or a wall shot. Usually something you would expect more often from a Dominus player if you're playing ranked. They love to go for ceiling shots and wall shots compared to your Octane players who are more grounded in general. But Sharrieff doesn't really conform to that. Oh, feels backflip. That is a feels bad for Sharrieff, who again has lost his 2-goal lead for absolutely no reason. The biggest unforced error of the match so far. We're ranking Sharrieff. I believe he's still top 100. He was top 30 when he played 12 Titans, which is, partly due to his, good mentality, I think, and his good speed. Like I said, I think he can still work a lot on his 1v1 strategy. Certainly overextends a fair bit. But it's also the thing that makes him most dangerous is how willing he is to put himself in those risky positions. And he catches players off guard fairly regularly, has his lead back, and AyyJayy yet to be successful. I said he was the more willing of the 2 players to go off the wall for these ceiling shot plays. So far he has not scored with any of them. He has scored with an air dribble. That's the fanciest thing he's managed to put into Sharrieff's net. But he has not scored with any of his ceiling shot plays. With 19 seconds left, he might need to score with this attack. And he will score with this attack. Good turnaround. Sharrieff maybe a little bit of a panic with 15 seconds on the clock. He thinks, I'm just going to close the distance, hope for the best, get a 50-50 maybe. Oh, he's half flipped through the ball. I did not see that coming. 6-all.
A lot.
Right. Thanks again for all the support, guys. I'll catch all those notifications after this series is over. And now AyyJayy with another 360 and the fake. Sharrieff is out the game. And AyyJayy finally manages to go from the side of the field into Sharrieff's net. Oh, Sharrieff just did not manage to put himself in a position to contest this. He just panicked when he saw AyyJayy flopping around in the air. It was a nice shot by AyyJayy and very difficult to read from Sharrieff's perspective. Again, Sharrieff has sort of thrown this one away, but he's controlled the ball in 0 seconds. Oh, he tries to get the fake, but he doesn't catch it on 0. Dude, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I said I was going to catch all these alerts at the end of the game, but Papa Smurf, are you serious? Thank you so much for the 10,000 shares, and thank you so much for remembering to use #charity as well. That is, that's good to see. That is insane. I really appreciate that. I will catch all the other alerts after this series is over. You guys are awesome as always. Wow, I think Sharrieff is certainly throwing a little bit today. He was so clutch in the best of 1, but I think he's not when he doesn't have his back up against the wall, when he doesn't have that, you know, absolute fight or flight, you know, mentality. Things are crumbling a little bit. He's making misplays that I wouldn't expect to see from him. So is he going to be able to close out a game? Because he's had the lead by 2 goals in the final minute of the last 2 games, or at least in the final minute, 30 seconds or so, which is a fairly substantial lead in 1v1. These games have not been incredibly high scoring. They've kind of been middle of the range scores. And every single game, Sharrieff has started off in the lead, looked like the player who's going to be in control in the home straight. And AyyJayy has managed to work his way back into it. So thanks again for another 2,000. What is going on?
#charity.
Yeah, good job using charity. Gotta remember to use #charity when you cheer right now. So far, $27,442 has been raised by Twitch in the #charity events. So you guys have really helped a lot with that. And we're, again, this is so similar. It's kind of weird that we're seeing the exact same game. What is this noise? Sorry, Bo. What was that? I have never heard that one before. It was quite satisfying to listen to, I'm not going to lie. But this is a much more confident display from Sharrieff. He's looked very solid at the start of every game. And then as the games have gone on, he looks a bit more dodgy and slips up at the final seconds and ends up losing with all of these goals he's conceding. But there we go again, a quick turnaround. AyyJayy might need to be careful, because although Sharrieff has been messing up at the end of every game 1 and game 2 and letting him back into it, you can't keep letting him take the lead like this. You can't keep giving him free leads. If Sharrieff gets confident, he is going to be unstoppable. He's just got that X factor, that competitive drive that is so hard to teach people. You can't really learn it. You either have it or you don't. This man has it. He refuses to give up when he is backed up against the wall. And I mean, I said that I had AyyJayy as my favorite, but you can never count him out, even 2 goals down, or two games down. Definitely want to be closing down challenges like, or plays like this, though. That was always going to be AyyJayy's play to mess up when Sharrieff, he did 2 things wrong. One of them, he didn't challenge. Secondly, he didn't cross the field and shadow. He was always facing the ball there. Nice little slide and catch, though, to get his 2-goal lead back. But yeah, I think at least in 1v1, if you've given your opponent the whole pitch to dribble with, you've given them all that space, then you definitely want to try and get on the same side of the field as them. Right there, AyyJayy crossed over from right to left, and Sharrieff stayed on the right-hand side the whole time, so he wasn't able to meet him. Good recovery on the ceiling, but I don't think it's going to matter, because AyyJayy, again, or also gets a good recovery, does put it in off the inside of the post, and a rebound. Both players did really well recovering there. You see that wave dash from AyyJayy. It didn't actually, it wasn't necessary, but it shows that he was aware of that possibility. He had his flip. Both players actually had their flip, and that's something you can do. If you land on the ceiling in Rocket League, you can either double jump off the ceiling to get back down to the floor faster. You want to do that if you have lots of boost, because then again, when you hit the ground, you can start using your boost. Or you can do what AyyJayy just did there, and that is save your flip and then wave dash when you reach the floor, front flip, and you'll hit supersonic pretty fast as well. It's nice control by Sharrieff, and you guys will hear me talk all the time about using ball cam, turning it off, turning it on when you're dribbling. What Sharrieff did there was very, very smart. He turned ball cam on when he was dribbling, and that enabled him to see where AyyJayy was. If he had ball cam off, he would have been staring straight sideways across the field, and AyyJayy would have been in his blind spot to the left. But because he left ball cam on, the camera swiveled around, looked over the ball, and he could see AyyJayy. And that's something that KDOP does exceptionally well. I think KDOP overdoes it, though. I'm not going to lie. I think KDOP does it too much. But Sharrieff hit the sweet spot there. He used the ball cam to see AyyJayy on his approach, and then he just turned off ball cam when he didn't need to use it for vision anymore, and he nailed the flick straight down the middle. AyyJayy never had a chance to go for boost in the corner. I'm sure if Sharrieff saw AyyJayy turning to go for boost, he would have cut and field faster. So that's really, really smart by him. And now we're seeing a solid mid-game from Sharrieff yet again. Is he going to hit this rebound? Yes, he is, but what a save from AyyJayy. Gets between the ball and the goal, right as Sharrieff was going to nail that rebound. Good read by AyyJayy, just to know that Sharrieff was on point for that, which he was, certainly. But we're again in that same position every game. I feel like we're watching the same game 3 times. Sharrieff, 2-goal lead towards the end of the game. Can he make it 3? Finally, he does get the 3-goal lead that he has been lacking in any other game. Can he hold on to this? Is this going to be enough to close the deal? Because the last 2 games, it wasn't enough. He threw it away. This time, he has a real opportunity to get a point on the board to finally win a game. And then we get to see if the comeback is real. We get to see, has this man really just got the nerve of steel? Is he impossible to take out of a game? I mean, this, even if he does bring this back, I still don't think it'll, unless he has like a crazy comeback in one of the games, it won't match his comebacks that he got in the 12 Titans. They were some of the best comebacks of all time in Rocket League, full stop. This time he does close down the challenge of AyyJayy. He's fixed his problem that he had from AyyJay's earlier flick. And just about a minute left. Sharrieff is still in the driver's seat. AyyJayy must be in the passenger seat, I guess, if that analogy is going to be complete. 57 seconds. Sharrieff still holding on. He doesn't need another goal. He just needs to keep on defending, and he does. That was a nice recovery to stay goal side. Off the ceiling he goes, though. I'm not sure about this one, as he's really launched that ball quite a distance. And no, sorry, I almost say AyyJayy, because it was going to be AyyJayy play today, but no, AyyJayy with the punish. And all it took was Sharrieff flying off a little bit too far, chasing a ceiling shot that was a bit too ambitious, if you ask me. But he still has that 2-goal lead. Scoops it off the back of his car to try to get the ceiling, or not the ceiling shot, kickoff goal. I'm not getting all my terms wrong today. Really sorry, guys. But oh no, this could be another goal. What a save by Sharrieff to stop AyyJayy from squeaking another one in. And he should be able to put this in at the other end. Yes, he will. 3-goal lead, back in control. And AyyJayy taking a little bit too long to put that shot on net. He did decide that Sharrieff was going to get back and contest him. And with that knowledge, he decided to pop the ball rather than just shoot it straight. But this time it was not effective. Sharrieff's defense was super effective. And we got a critical hit. 7-3.
Finally, I had to take his bike away.
That's good. I like that. That was good. Good joke, Brian. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, we do have Sharrieff get in 1 game at least. That's good to see. He certainly could have taken any of these 3 games. I'm sure you'd all agree that these are games that could have gone either way. Sharrieff certainly on another day could have taken them if he just didn't throw quite as hard as he did in games 1 and 2. But we have a series now. Is he gonna start or continue this comeback? Is it gonna carry on into game 2? Because he has led every game up until the second half, up until almost the final minute and 30 seconds. He's led every single game. They've all started off really well for this guy. AyyJayy has to do something differently because he started off every game losing. So I don't know if he's going to play ultra aggressive this game. If I was AyyJayy, I would do something like that. I would just really go YOLO out the gates and try to, change something up, because his playstyle, his counterpunch playstyle has not worked against Sharrieff, at least at the start of the games. It's only towards the end of the games when Sharrieff's maybe gotten a little bit more nervous that it's started to work. But now we have Sharrieff fully backed up against the wall. We've heard Cucks talk about this in the past in Rocket League. He only plays his best when he is really up against it. I think Sharrieff is experiencing the same sort of mindset. AyyJayy really low on boosts here. Is Sharrieff going to be able to continue the boost starve? I don't think so. In fact, he's just given this possession away and allowed AyyJayy to pick up boost. But there's Sharrieff in the blind spot underneath AyyJayy. That is an incredible read. Look at this from Sharrieff. 1 boost. I am telling you, anyone else in the world would have gone for boost there. That is amazing. What a play to intercept that clear from AyyJayy. Literally 1 boost is all he had. And he stuck around and perfectly intercepted AyyJay's clear. Little things like that are what make Sharrieff so unpredictable. Anyone else in the world would back down there and grab boost in the midfield because it's not that likely that you're going to get a goal out of it. Sharrieff manages to get a goal. That's really quite impressive. Doesn't get the clear with a pinch. Again, though, he's got that early lead, and AyyJayy is struggling again at the start of another game. Sharrieff is way out of the game, though. An early challenge in the air. Not as successful as he would have liked. Does have the recovery this time, at least to match AyyJayy, and he's got the boost to the far side. He might just go up for this. Yes, he will. Might look for the double touch. Yes, he will. Might hit it. Yes, he will. Sharrieff with the 1, 2, 3 up the wall to the backboard and to the goal. Look at the confidence of this guy. My goodness. Sounds like a political campaign. Yes, he will. That should be his motto from now on. My goodness. He's just so good at the start of every game, I guess. He's just going to come out hot out the gates every single time. Unbelievable confidence. The 2 goals that he has scored this game have been so incredible. First, strategically, and then second, mechanically. And I said that he can work on both of those things, mechanics and strategy in 1v1. But that's not to say that he doesn't have his moments. This guy really does have his moments. And what a goal that was. Rocket Dallies, I'm sure, will be all over that, as Scrub would say. Oh, it's a nice dribble though by AyyJayy. Very well done to take Sharrieff out the game. Sharrieff does give him a nice shot. AyyJayy gives him a what a save. Not sure if that was intended. But Sharrieff is trying to challenge earlier. He realized in the last game, I'm not challenging AyyJayy's flicks soon enough. These flicks are just going over my head every time. I need to challenge earlier. And of course, if he does that, AyyJay's going to start making earlier plays on the ball to counter. So now Sharrieff has to start faking challenges to counter what AyyJayy is adapted to. 2-all. AyyJay's right back in it. A little bit of a tussle in the center after the 50-50. That what a save was for myself on a mess. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, AyyJayy. I just didn't catch that. Glad that AyyJay's cleared that one up. I mean, AyyJay's seems like a pretty nice guy. Didn't play in the 12 Titans qualifier. I'm not sure why he didn't play. I guess he just wasn't able to travel in January like was one of the requirements. It's a good shot by Sharrieff. That's not bouncing before the line, and that forces AyyJayy into the air. Now Sharrieff with the air roll aerial to pile on more pressure. He's used a lot of boost though and slowed down, so waste of momentum, but this time he's done really well spacing AyyJayy out the play. Refused to back down, picks up boost halfway line. AyyJayy might be struggling. Is he going to recover it in time? No, not even close, despite landing well on the inside of the crossbar. But Sharrieff completely outplaying AyyJayy there. I would have liked to see AyyJayy try and stick to the crossbar there and maybe just drive off and contest the ball, which was pretty close, but he tried to jump, recover on the ground, and then jump back up again, which Sharrieff did not give him time to do. But Sharrieff seems to be just making very early challenges, very early plays in the ball. Is he going to go for the floor pinch? Yes, he is. It's turned into a bit more of a first touch, and that's all he's going to need, as AyyJayy is not in the play. Good control by Sharrieff to get this on target. That was the key, because as long as he puts that first touch on target, he's then able to follow up with a shot and put it into the open net. And AyyJayy says you're so good at defending ceiling shots, which I did notice earlier that none of AyyJay's ceiling shots have worked. And you know, obviously that's partly due to Sharrieff, who has completely dangled AyyJayy. We can all see it coming because we have the benefit of first-person view, but I guarantee you it does not look that simple from AyyJay's POV. There's the pre-jump. There's the beached whale at the edge of the box. And Sharrieff, 3-goal lead. He didn't throw away a 3-goal lead in Game 3. This might be a tie series. And what do you know? Sharrieff, when he is 1 game away from elimination, steps up to the plate and starts to play his A game. Stops making all these mistakes. I really do believe that is what he's able to do. He's able to dig that extra bit deep as soon as he's 1 game away from elimination, which is why he was so good in the 12 Titans, because every game is 1 game away from elimination. But AyyJayy with another early outplay. I really think Sharrieff has to start faking challenges on the ground, because AyyJayy is making really, really early plays in the ball. What he does here, super soft first touch and then pops it. The key is the first touch though. As long as he keeps the first touch close to himself, that stops Sharrieff from closing the distance before you can make a play on the ball. Sharrieff going to just slide this one in though, surely, and yes he will. He continues to be really, really consistent with these not doinks, but just no jump doink. Oh, he did jump. I guess it's not a double jump doink though. Your maneuvers are insane, says Sharrieff. These guys have only got compliments for each other, which is no surprise when Sharrieff is involved. He's such a likable guy, and he's such a nice guy himself that I'm sure like trash talk and rivalries are going to be so rare. That's a really good recovery by Sharrieff to dribble this one so far and get a 50-50 as well. 3-goal lead still intact. AyyJayy not able to get the boost steal and not able to control this ball in any real dangerous way. Sharrieff with an insane dodge recovery. No way. What a save by AyyJayy though. The speed that these guys are zooming around the field is really something to behold, because Sharrieff could not have made that play much faster. Getting that ball on target at a ridiculously early moment. Solid defense at the near post. This is the confidence that we expected to see from Sharrieff. And I'm sure he has this game in the bag. Oh, wait. And, okay, I'm sure he has this game in the bag. I thought it was going to be a 4-goal lead again. Early challenge. This time he does fake. And there's the early play by AyyJayy, which does get countered this time. But, you know, credit to AyyJayy. He did quite well making it difficult for Sharrieff. Even though Sharrieff managed to get him to make an early play with a fake challenge. But this is a super interesting series. We are going into the best of one. And AyyJay's advantage is completely gone. Not just because he's thrown away a 2-game lead, but when it's a best of one, Sharrieff is at his most dangerous. Because even if he's down multiple goals, he still has that comeback potential. He still has that belief. He still has that
Thanks for all the content this year, Johnny
explosive ability. Oh my goodness, AyyJayy! What a shot! Getting multiple flip resets on the ceiling and the back wall. Are you serious, AyyJayy? I was sure that Sharrieff's goal in Game 3 was going to be the best one. But AyyJayy has just gone to another level. Flip reset on the ceiling, flip reset on the back wall, and then puts it in completely blind. No ball cam needed. Oh my goodness, these guys are popping off. And we have got a series, by the way, 2-all. We're going to Game 5. AyyJayy versus Sharrieff. What a series. Scripted. I've got to give myself a pat on the back for this script. This is one of my best ones, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. These guys they're playing it out really, really well though. You know, they're following the script to a T. 16 shots by Sharrieff. My goodness, AyyJayy is going to be in trouble in Game 5. He needs to try and change his game plan, because at the start of every single game, all 4, even the 2 that he won, he has started every game behind, and that is not where you want to be in 1v1. Coming from behind, you only have like a 15% or 20% chance to win statistically in 1v1. It just doesn't happen very often. And Sharrieff has certainly stepped up his mechanical consistency the further on to this series we've gone, and he's definitely stepped up his intelligence. Like, his plays have been smarter and smarter. But, oh, that fake challenge needs to come in. It just isn't there for Sharrieff. Again, he steps forward into no man's land, but then he commits to a challenge when he should be faking, and AyyJayy again makes the early play, very early flick from deep in the midfield, and it's going to go over the top and into the goal. That is the start that AyyJay's been needing. This is the first lead that he's had early in a game, and he might be able to double it. Certainly the first 2-goal lead that he's had. Another early outplay. Sharrieff, where the fake challenge is at. I know you want the possession. I know you love your sneaky little low boost plays, but if AyyJayy sees you coming, he's going to take you out the game. And now it's AyyJayy with the strong beginning. Of course, it's only today that Sharrieff's been starting games strong. He came from behind, I'm pretty sure, against Killarican, Sathu, and Rettles as well. From way behind against Rettles. Nice wave dash recovery by Sharrieff on the back wall. This time he's challenging early, but he has boost to back himself up with. This time, that's a really good read by AyyJayy. He saw that Sharrieff wanted to dip away from the ball and get the boost at the side of the field, and he intercepted in that exact moment. Oh, look at that. I just saw that gifted sub. That's hilarious. I'm going to catch all those alerts at the end of this series, guys. We've got one more game. Sharrieff does manage to come out on top, courtesy of his boost advantage. Should be able to score from the kickoff. Solid power shot. And we are all tied up a minute into Game 5. The air roll shots are always looking good for Sharrieff. I've got to credit him on those. His subtle air rolls that he's using just to give himself that extra little bit of momentum on his shots. Certainly helping. Just to put it beyond all doubt, there's the fake challenge. Finally, Sharrieff is mixing it up. And another fake challenge, so he's able to contest multiple times and avoid even giving AyyJayy a chance to shoot on this attack. AyyJayy is still looking for a chance to shoot, but now he has no boost, and that is masterful from Sharrieff. All it needed was a little bit of composure, a little bit of fake challenges, and he's able to remove AyyJay's flicks from the equation, dispossess him, and put it in at the other end before he can recover. That's exactly the playstyle that he needs to do for the next minute or so. And then, of course, if AyyJayy starts to slow play again, then he can YOLO challenges. It just shows you how smart this guy is, that he's mixing it up accordingly, defensively. And now he has gone for an early challenge to try and catch AyyJayy off guard. Grabs the boost in the back corner. Are we going to see a 2-goal lead? That is off target. He's going to need to put the rebound on, and I'm not sure if he'll even go for it because it was an awkward one. And AyyJayy was recovering fast. Open net misplay for Sharrieff, but he's still on the ball. He's still pressuring AyyJayy. Goes for the pass himself off the back post, and he's going to get the save out of AyyJayy, who's now full on boost. No boost respawn yet for Sharrieff. I think it just appeared right after he drove by, so he's going to have to pass on that attack. He just has to try and remember, though, that that is fine. He's still got the lead. He's still got the ball. He's still got full boost. No need to panic, despite the fact that he messed up that attack on the open net. And he's still just got to stay composed, calm himself down. AyyJayy, on the other hand, needs to try and dispossess Sharrieff, and finally he might have done so. It's been Sharrieff on the ball for the last 30 seconds or so. Now finally AyyJayy gets a little bit of alone time. Not the best first touch, and means that he has to go way out wide. And despite AyyJay's phenomenal ball control, he wasn't able to really threaten Sharrieff's net there because his first touch was not good enough. Good job by Sharrieff to put that off target. I like that touch. To take it away from AyyJayy, but a little bit of an overcommit is going to open the net again for AyyJayy. I liked Sharrieff taking that off target, but he went a little bit too all in on that play. His plan was to shoot it off target, meet it at the corner, and center it again. But when AyyJayy recovered as well as he did, that plan had to go out the window. He just really had to give up on that one. This is a big commit from Sharrieff into the corner, and AyyJayy with the air dribble dunk. He's done it again. He did this in game 1. And he's done it again in game 5. He's forcing that one over the top of Sharrieff from close range. 1-goal game in AyyJay's favor. Oh, and now Sharrieff who messes up the kickoff. Good recovery though. Just about. But is AyyJayy going to score? He is going to put it in regardless. And Sharrieff, when his mechanics needed to stay solid the most, he completely messed up the kickoff. That is exactly how Sharrieff was able to come back in the 12 Titans final.
Charity, dear Johnny, Santa here.
Hello, Santa.
I've heard you like a certain sound.
That sound is pretty good. I like the noom. It's a pretty good sound. AyyJayy yet to score with a ceiling shot. Now he has scored with a ceiling shot though. He waited till game 5 to find success with this strategy, but he never gave up on it. Look at that angle. Sharrieff's thinking there's no way you're putting that on target. But AyyJayy has other ideas. 3-goal lead. And Sharrieff has to make another incredible comeback. He's done it before, but he has to do it again. This could be the beginning though, and the center of the field is going to be where it begins. Kickoff goal with precision. 2-goal game, and with 1 minute and 43 remaining, I'm sure Sharrieff has it. Has the capability to do it. Another kickoff goal could be open here. He's got to rebound it, and he's up. Oh my goodness! A huge save by AyyJayy, and that's going to give him a ton of time to recover. He's chased Sharrieff with no boost, and Sharrieff knows that AyyJayy is not back down here. He has to be so careful though, because AyyJayy could score from close range. Again, AyyJayy has no boost, but he is staying on the ball. He wants to keep pressuring. He doesn't want to give Sharrieff time to set up a dribble, but he might have to just concede it now. No, he won't. He's going to stay on it again. Great time wasting by AyyJayy, but he's going to be so careful. If he leaves the tiniest gap for Sharrieff, then that could just be a counter-attack goal. But Sharrieff was not able to get that counter-attack going, and I think AyyJayy is maybe going to be able to take a possession. No, not quite. Sharrieff still in control of the boost. 50 seconds. Sharrieff needs to get a setup on something. He has to start making chances, because right now AyyJayy is doing such a great job recovering defensively, and he might be up for another play. Can he take the game? He's going for another air dribble. These have been hugely successful, but a bump by Sharrieff sets up a counter. That is another missed open net. Sharrieff has missed 2 open nets this game, and the goal difference is also at 2. 25 seconds. Sharrieff is on his last legs. He needs to start the comeback right now. He's on a quick counter-attack, but he's air-dribbled it into the crossbar. 15 seconds. It's now or never. Sharrieff knows he has to score with this attack or it is all over, and AyyJayy is making it so difficult for him. He stays on the ball, and that might just be it. Has AyyJayy secured the victory? If this doesn't cross the line before 0, it is GG, and it's going to bounce on the line. GG's, what a series. AyyJayy does take it, and it was the open net misses for Sharrieff that sort of sealed his own fate, I think, in that final game. AyyJayy was just the more consistent of the 2 players, and a deserved victory. Look at that stat line. 8 shots, 2 saves for both players.
Daily challenge alert. Person who whispers SM the most messages in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Sub.
What is
Look
this?
For OSM
what are these daily challenges?
RL in chat. Meow.